What's up, YouTube? This Starwolf. Let's check it out. First of all, I want to say this. I was never aware of the fact that they had transcripts from body cam footage. I I didn't know. That was something new. That's something new to me. And by me even learning this, it makes me want to go back and request the transcripts on many past cases where our people been involved with the police and been killed, and not even just murder, drug cases. uh Anytime one of our peoples interacted, had some type of confrontation with the police, and the body cam was going, it makes me want to go back and review the transcripts, because I didn't know they had it. And this is what this was about right here, because Derek Chauvin, the one who we all know placed his knee on the neck of George Floyd, they had took body cam footage, and they got the transcripts from him and from another one of the officers. Now, the way this came about, and the reason this even came in the limelight, is because a motion was filed by one of the officers, which is Lane. His attorney filed a motion to seek to have the charges dismissed against him. You know, he was charged with aiding and abetting in a murder, along with some assault charges. Now, they are claiming that the conversation, they're saying that George Floyd and Derek Chauvin was having a conversation, stating that what they're saying is that they said George Floyd said that he couldn't breathe, and he kept repeating it. And they were saying they said that when they were attempting to put him inside of the patrol car, that he kept resisting. He didn't want to go inside because he was claiming that he was claustrophobic, and he was saying, please don't put me in the car, please don't put me in the car. There's a clip of him speaking, and them speaking, I guess. I was gonna put that in the video, but I keep telling y'all, certain times I put certain clips in there, specific clips, YouTube hit me with a strike, or they're some type of copyright claim. So I don't want to do that. Now, they was claiming he was doing a lot of talking, but when he had his knee on his neck, the officer, Derek Chauvin, told him, stop talking. He's saying, George Floyd is stating, I can't breathe. He's heard stating in the transcripts, well, stop talking then. Stop yelling. It takes a hell of a lot of oxygen to talk. First of all, that's disrespectful. That's disrespectful in the first degree. Because you can be choked, depending on how you being choked, with somebody's hands around your neck, a rope, however you being suffocated, the knee on the neck, you may have a little bit of air and a little bit of energy within your body. So you may be able to say, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. And then it gets worse and worse and worse to where you can't breathe. So they trying to say by George Floyd talking that the knee on his neck wasn't a cause of killing. So Officer Lane's attorney filed a motion to have the charges dismissed because they feel like if he was talking, he was able to breathe, and the knee to the neck, the knee to the neck situation, that issue didn't do anything, which is bullshit. It's all the way bullshit because, for one, you're an attorney. You're not a doctor. So don't try to play like you're a doctor. The officers, not a doctor. The judge, not a doctor. They need a doctor who can come and testify, which they'll have one. They'll definitely have one, especially he put in the motion. I would hope and feel like and pray that this judge would not just make a decision based off his own, based off his own knowledge. I would hope he would make a sound decision and, okay, I have the motion here. It might take me a week or two. There's time limits on motion. So within this time frame, I'm going to converse. I'm going to get with a doctor, and I'm going to converse with this doctor who has experience in this field right here, who could tell me if a knee to the neck would suffocate you and kill you, which we know it could do that because we seen it. So had a doctor examine everything, which many doctors all around the world have seen the video and they know. And I'm pretty sure any doctor that come in that would testify to this seen the video already as well. So I believe this motion to be shot down. I believe it to be denied for the simple reasons you played a part in this. See, because here's the whole thing in a nutshell. I don't give a damn about him resisting, not wanting to go into the back of the police patrol car. I feel the same way. I'm claustrophobic too. So I could identify with his pain and with his mental state, not wanting to go in the back of that police car, being claustrophobic. Okay? That don't mean nothing. Anything else that took place that day, that don't mean nothing. It all boils down to this. You had your knee in his neck, and 3 other officers were holding him down, restraining him, and that's what killed him. No matter what he done, 4 officers should have been able to get him in that car. Now, if you can't get him in the car, you should have did just what he did, because he was also in the transcripts on that body cam stating that I'll do whatever y'all want me to do. I'll lay down on the ground. Repeatedly said that. I'll lay down on the ground. Now, don't forget, George Floyd had on cuffs, which means he can't be combative because he has on cuffs. And if he's stating with his own mouth that he'll lie down on the ground, then there's no reason for 4 officers to hold him down while one has the knee in his neck. You cannot get out of that. There's nothing you can say to justify why the fucking knee was in his neck. Fuck that officer, Derek Chauvin. You fucking pig. Fuck you. No mercy for you. And no mercy for the other pigs. That's pure murder. I don't give a fuck how much he resisted. He didn't resist enough to where you couldn't put the cuffs on him. He didn't resist enough to where you couldn't get him on the ground. He was laying in the street. So what was the fucking reason you had your knee in his neck? You can't get around that. There's no way of getting around that. Any motions put in should be denied. They shouldn't even be allowed to even walk around freely right now. They shouldn't even been given a fucking bail. That's a slap in the face to the family and to the black community. They should all be sitting in there suffering right now until this trial is over and convictions for all four. That's how I feel about this situation. Because that's just what it is. It was murder. And for him to say that, stop talking then. Stop yelling. It takes a hell of a lot of oxygen to talk. This motherfucker got nerves. And I can't believe they sitting up protecting this pink toe. This Ofe. I can't believe that. That shit pisses me off. You got the audacity to say some shit like that and you got your knee in somebody's neck. You know goddamn well they can't breathe. I don't care if you put something around somebody's neck, a noose, or you choking them with all your might. There's going to be a little bit of seconds. I'm not saying they able to speak, but there's going to be a few seconds, a couple of minutes, or whatever, depending on the individual, until they pass out, till they go unconscious. You were pressing hard enough. And the other officers were pressing hard enough on the rest of his body. See, let me tell y'all something. I'm not a doctor, but I'm not a fool either. And those other officers holding him down, restraining him, pressing on his body, that's cutting off circulation too. See, people didn't think about that. Not only is it the neck, you were cutting off circulation in other parts of his body by holding him down. Don't you know if you grab any part of somebody's body or you wrap something around it, you could cut the circulation off? So all of them grown ass men on his body, that's cutting circulation off. That's gonna do something. And it's not gonna be positive. The outcome is not gonna be positive. Your legs will start to go numb. Your buttocks, all of that. Your back, everything. Now, other organs in your body have to work even harder. The oxygen that's the oxygen that's in your blood, that's in your veins, that's being carried from your heart constantly to your brain is not getting there like it should be. So eventually, hell yeah, you're gonna pass out. You might be able to say some words or whatever like he did, and then you're gonna pass out. You're gonna go unconscious. You cannot move. He's losing energy because it's natural for someone to resist or try to move when people are on them. In your body, you can't breathe because it's unnatural for somebody to be on top of you. So you want a motherfucker to put their knee in my neck and 3 other motherfuckers to hold me down in different parts of my body and I can't breathe, and y'all don't want me to squirm or do nothing? The fuck out of here. That's crazy. That's not even logical. Anybody would try to move. Your body will resist it. It wants you to move because your brain is telling the rest of your parts of your body that something is not right. His motion needs to be denied. It needs to be denied. Fuck that. Charge is dismissed. You crazy. Suffer the consequences. Be a man. Lift your head up and stick your chest out like you had it out when you was doing what you did to George Floyd. Don't be no little girl now. Don't hold your head down now. Hold it up high. Take everything that's coming to you. You cowards. Look here, I'm Starwolf. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, that like button, and that notification bell on the way out so you can get my videos when they drop. And make sure you share all my videos on social media platforms. Peace.